moving around so much, bobblehead.
When are we gonna get another case, Sam? Surely the local lawbreakers must miss our esoteric brand of personalized criminal justice.
Patience is a sharp razor to swallow, little buddy. Okay, don't scream this time.
I got it! Hello?
Leave Swiss cheese by the rat hole, or you'll never see your precious phone alive again. Jiminy Christmas Eve in a padlocked sweatbox. Some misguidedly ballsy felons napped our phone.
Eerie. I just went cheese shopping. How did they know?
Be sure it's Swiss cheese, right? And be quick about it.
Ordinarily, I hate yielding to extortion, but I have to admit I'm half charmed by the sheer spunk of that oily little perp. Where'd you put the cheese, Max?
Gosh, it was hours ago. You know I have the memory of a dried trout.
Sadly, yes I do. Well, it's gotta be somewhere in this room. Nobody ever leaves us messages anymore. Nobody ever leaves us messages anymore. No dice. One of these days we're gonna finish that game.
I'm still working on getting the rest of the darts from the police impound.
I think Hubert could use some water, Max.
I'm training him to fetch it himself.
They say graffiti is the poetry of our time.
Just what we need. More lame poetry.
This might come in handy.
Don't do that again.
Last month's donuts.
Don't throw that out. I'm saving it for a science experiment.
You bet, little buddy. Remember our trip to the moon, Max?
Like cottage cheese through a strainer, Sam.
You continue to baffle me, little pal. Remember our motorcycle trip through the Midwest?
Just you, me, and the authorities from 7 states. But those were quieter times.
Hello, Mr. Spatula. How's the weather in there? We'd really better not leave until we've taken care of his Swiss cheese ransom the phone deal. Where's the rest of the news collection, Max?
It's a surprise.
Let me just fiddle with the reception here.
Put it back, Sam. Put it back.
There, that fixed it. 2002 was a great year for calendars.
I'm glad we stocked up. We've been going through them at a rate of about 1 a year since then.
Life troubling your digestion? Reality blocking your passages? Expel your troubles with Emetics, the handbook for multicolored happiness, and separate your bliss.
Hey, that's that personal color spectrum book.
Self-help for the helplessly selfish.
Perfect. I'll take 2.
I bought that VCR at the supermarket.
So you know it's a good one.
Still smells like asparagus, though. No comment. Someone once told me that the contents of a lava lamp make an excellent hand cream.
That was me.
Which is why I haven't tried it. Ah, yes, I remember that case. Particularly gruesome. 20 years' worth of electric bills take up a surprising amount of space. When I got this thing, I thought it would be useful.
Where else would we keep the pieces of paper that we're never going to look at again?
We should have Jesse James's hand appraised one of these days.
I bet it's especially valuable because it's autographed.
Good old Lou.
Who's Lou again?
The bowling ball, of course. Yoo-hoo, tiny hoodlums.
Leave the cheese by the hole.
Hey, Max.
When is it, Sam?
You sure you don't remember where you put that cheese, little buddy?
Sheesh, you'd think I'd forgotten my pants or something. It's here in the office someplace.
Who do you think that was on the phone?
Ooh, maybe it was the governor calling about my plan to secede from the Union.
I wish we hadn't missed that call. It might have been the commissioner calling with a case.
Yeah, hey, or maybe it was the president about my idea to do daylight savings time in 5-minute increments.
Oh, I feel so all alone because some crook has swiped my phone. Rodent or rodents unknown. Where's my banjo, Max?
I've hidden it for the good of society.
Does it feel drafty in here to you?
Hey, you're the one with clothes on.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if we were bugs?
Short, I hope. Although I've always wanted to have more arms.
Some days I can feel the atmosphere pushing on my head like a giant thumb.
Some days I hide weights in your hat to see if you'll notice.
You sure you don't remember where you put that cheese, little buddy?
Sheesh, you'd think I'd forgotten my pants or something. It's here in the office someplace.
Let's get to work.
I couldn't agree more.
Tempting sometimes, but I've become fond of the little guy. Nah. 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 Aha!
Oh, there it is.
You bought all that cheese and not one block of Swiss?
I don't like Swiss. It's got holes in it. You get less for your money.
Let's get to work.
I couldn't agree more.
Unfortunately, this is not Swiss cheese.
So what?
So, the rat was very specific about wanting Swiss cheese in particular. Take that, you law-breaking dairy products.
Sam, no! The cheese was innocent!
Innocent? I think not. Voila, Swiss cheese. Or close enough to fool the casual observer, anyway.
Don't say voila.
Just making sure. Yoo-hoo, tiny hoodlums.
Leave the cheese by the hole. Greetings. The members of the Benevolent Brotherhood of Vermin would like to thank you for your offering.
The members of Sam and Max would like their phone back now.
If you don't mind.
I regret to inform you the situation has changed, and I am unable to comply with your request. A list of additional demands for the return of the phone is as follows.
Now, let's discuss this calmly.
Let's debone the smarmy little skis and see if the phone's in there.
I ain't talking, coppers. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't no rat. Well, I ain't talking.
We've met your demands, we got you the cheese. Any honorable rodent would hold up his end of the bargain and give back our phone.
Us rodents is not known for being particularly honorable.
We'll go half easy on you if you'll just cough up the phone.
Yeah, never happened, pig.
Look, I want to help you, but my partner is a little unhinged. I'm afraid I may be unable to keep him from harming you in some colorfully gruesome fashion.
Let me at him, Sam.
I can take care of myself.
Look, I want to help you, but my partner is a little unhinged. I'm afraid I may be unable to keep him from harming you in some
Let me at him, Sam.
I can take...
Help me help you, Jimmy.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
I have no idea, but it always sounds good on TV.
I'm about ready to wring your scrawny, trash-eating neck.
You think you're scary?
You don't know where his hands have been.
Or when I last washed them.
Who cares? I'm a rat, remember? A dog face. Your partner's giving me a headache.
I'm thinking about stuffing a light bulb down your throat, perp.
Go ahead. I've been a little hungry. Can I go now?
Hand over the phone or I'll make you lick my German-crusted palms.
Yeah, I've licked worse.
Like what?
You don't even want to know, amateurs.
Maybe I'll lock you in our file cabinet.
So?
In 3 separate drawers.
You bore me. A dog face. Your partner's giving me a headache.
Maybe you'd like it if we played you some music. How about Cat Stevens?
Fine. Jimmy Two-Teeth ain't afraid of no cats. Can I go now?
Let me pry open his skull and look for a conscience, Sam.
Yeah, I'm shaking like bacon here, amateurs.
Ever had your peeled epidermis inflated like a party balloon?
Kid stuff. Hey, Dogface, your partner's giving me a headache.
Ever eaten one of your own limbs, Phone Napper?
Nah, just other people's. Can I go now?
Let me pry open his...
Yeah, amateurs.
You mentioned a headache. Would you like some aspirin? Oh, and while I'm at it, is there anything else I can do to make you comfortable? Are you thirsty, perhaps? Lights too bright?
Well, that's sporting of you. Now you mention it, I really don't like being up here so high. I got me a thing about heights. They make me nervous, you know?
Oh, really? Don't like heights, eh? How'd you like it if I dangled your greasy hide out the window?
Hey, you wouldn't. Wait!
I warn you, I'm known for my fuzzy white butterfingers.
It's true. You should see him trying to tie an ascot.
All right. Have mercy!
I've had mercy. It was unpleasantly gooey, like things that have fallen onto pavement from a great height.
I give up! Take your phone and let me go!
Ah, for the love of... I wish I could unsee that. Hello? Yes? Great gouts of steaming magma on a beeline for the orphanage. We're on our way.
Yeah! Ow!
Where's the rat?
I let him go. Who was on the phone?
It was the commissioner, Max. Multiple reports of malfeasance in the neighborhood.
Oh, joy! That's my second favorite feasance.
Idiot. We've got to get down to the corner store right away. We should probably get down to the corner store one of these days, like the commissioner said.
What are we waiting for? A sale?
Sometimes the wheels of justice turn slowly, little buddy. It feels good to be back in the old saddle, doesn't it?
You've been watching too many John Ford movies again. Let's go beat up some thugs.
Does it feel drafty in here to you?
Hey, you're the one with clothes on.
Do you ever wonder what life would be like if we were bugs?
Short, I hope. Although,
Some days I can feel the...
some days I hide way...
Let's get...
I couldn't have...
They say graffiti is the Pope.
Just what we need.
One way.
One way, dead end. Street signs are such fitting metaphors for the human condition.
Remind me to refill your prescriptions. Look, Max, liver and onions are in town.
I know! I can't wait! I love when they throw expired meat products at the crowd.
Tampering with the mail is a federal offense, punishable by fine and imprisonment.
As we found out after the incident with the garden hose. Ah, memories.
Dead end.
One way, dead end. Street signs are such fitting metaphors for the human condition.
Remind me to refill your prescriptions. This place used to be Lefty's tool rental shop.
Good old Lefty. I'll miss him.
You couldn't stand Lefty. You once poked him in the eye with the number 3 socket spanner.
Exactly! Good times.
The Crosstown Limited. Of course, it doesn't stop anywhere near here. Looks like there's going to be a lawnmower show.
Great! I love riding mowers. They're like golf carts with teeth.
Looks like there's going to be a lawnmower show.
Great!
Looks like there's...
Great!
Hey, a can of spray paint. And it's not even empty. Remember our old car, Max?
I said I was sorry.
I once hid in that dumpster to escape a rampaging gorilla.
I still don't know how she got out of the office. I was sure I locked the door.
Say there, unfashionably dressed street urchin.
Oh, you made me mess up. Now I have to start all over.
Yowzers, you are one ugly kid. Hey, I know you.
Oh, that's right. You're one of the lovable scamps from that old TV show about the singing soda jerks.
It's called the Soda Poppers. And the 70s are not old.
Specs, it's you! Wow, an actual celebrity vandalizing our neighborhood. This is great!
Boy, you sure were a famous, oddly underdeveloped teen celebrity at one time.
I'm still famous.
Are you?
Like 1,000,000.1 times more famous than you.
Well, we're really more known in the 18 to 34-year-old repeat criminal demographic. Say, how about an autograph for my pal?
You can sign my butt! Make it out to Squinky.
I don't sign butts anymore. People get ticklish and they move and it gets all messed up.
I'll risk it.
Sorry, I can't stop painting. This has to be perfect.
What was that catchphrase you used to say on your show?
It was like, you messed me up, or something like that.
You made me mess up, which you just did. Thanks a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, Specs, what are you up to these days? Any new projects?
Yes, I have a new light in my life, and his name is Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the IBO Ocular Fitness Program. You really should try one of his videos.
IBO sounds like an electronic archery toy.
IBO is the truly visionary ocular fitness program. Try the video today.
Where can I find a copy of the video?
They carry them over at Bosco's. You should get it.
Sounds fascinating, but enough about that.
You can never get enough of Brady Culture's IBO.
So, Specs, what are you up to these days? Any new projects?
Yes, ocular.
Sounds fascinating.
You can...
Didn't I see you on an episode of Celebrity Slap Fight?
I was desperate. I was heavy into 3-ring binders at the time, and I needed the money.
You got your clock cleaned by that lady from Old and in the Way.
Never saw that walker coming.
Well, that's nice. Tell me something about that trendy modern street art you're perpetrating.
What about it?
How did you select your subject matter?
He looks like a fried egg.
It's Brady Culture. He's the genius behind the IBO Ocular Fitness Program. You really should try one of his videos.
I'd rather try a fried egg.
Sounds fascinating.
You can...
Is this art or is it advertising?
I'm not...
Is there really any difference?
Good point, little buddy. Do you live to paint or do you paint to live?
I don't know why I do it. I just have to paint.
Did you take lessons to learn how to do that?
No, it just came to me one morning. This morning, in fact.
Are you aware that vandalism is illegal? And worse, unoriginal.
We like to punish people who do it who aren't us.
How could this be vandalism? Everyone loves Brady Culture.
Is the paint supposed to go outside the lines like that?
What? No, where?
I'm just pulling your dwarfish leg, my friend.
Don't do that!
Max, is that a fly in the paint there?
What? No, where?
Just kidding again.
And people wonder why I need therapy.
Well, we'll leave you to it.
But you have to agree to paint me next.
Sorry, I only paint Brady Culture.
Max, you've got the TV schedule memorized. Weren't the Soda Poppers going to be featured on one of those grim celebrity tell-alls today?
Oh yeah, on channel 173, the Child Star Expose Network, which we only get when it's convenient.
Hey, Specs. By the way, we're freelance police, and you're under arrest.
No, I've really got to finish this. But thanks anyway.
Seriously, you're under arrest. Come along quietly and no one gets hurt.
Actually, I prefer that you don't come quietly.
Must finish painting.
Seriously, you're under arrest. Come along quietly and no one get...
Actually, I prefer that you don't come quietly.
Must finish.
Let's talk some...
What about it?
Well, we'll leave you to it.
But you have to agree.
Sorry, I own...
Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
So balmy and sulfurous, it makes me want to feed expired food products to stray animals and homeless people.
Head like a watermelon and a heart to match. That's my pal. Do you remember when they filmed Corkscrew Psychopath 3 here?
That was a film? Boy, that explains a lot.
I think I stepped in part of the city.
Hopefully it was one of the parts that was dead already.
Let's get cracking.
Yeah!
It says they've bred a horse with 8 legs.
Does it run twice as fast?
No, but it does eat twice as much. It says cloning rights activists are cloning themselves to create a bigger voting bloc.
It works for Locust.
It says this year's fashion is somehow different from last year's fashion.
But I still have the same brain I had last year.
Actually, you don't, but most people do. Tragedy, greed, cruelty, and sports scores.
That's one of my favorite bands.
I don't think I want to know any more about what's going on in the world than I already do. I don't think I want to know any more about what's going on in the world than I already do. Looks like he's got Boston baked beans in there this month.
How do they stay fresh?
They don't. Takes me back to my childhood. Hey, Specs. Let's talk some more about your artwork.
What about it?
Well, we'll leave you to it.
But you have to agree to paint me next.
Sorry, I only paint Brady culture.